Today we are going to continue with our Ruby on Rails tutorial. So basically I'll give you a quick overview what we have achieved in like few last tutorials, and today we are going to carry on with those things. So basically we had created three routes. One is a contact route, about route, and JSON response route. And there was a root route that when we open our application, so it should head to this method of the controller. So basically we had created this route as well, get slash index, then we had replaced this with the root route. So we had created a controller root. So we had few methods of the root controller. One is a contact, about, API, index. Then let's move to the root controller. Then inside we have defined those methods, index, about, contact, API, and then we rendered a ERB files for that particular method. So we have rendered the index ERB, about ERB, contact ERB, and we for one method we render a JSON response. So today, then this is the root controller. Here it is located in the controllers file. Then we have like views. We can close this views. Yeah. Then there is a views for root layout and for index, about, contact, index, header, and footer. Basically, these two are partials because they are defined by underscore sign. So we have implemented the partials here. So let's start our server first, and let's see how our app is running till now. Then we can proceed with the things. Yeah. So here you can see the server has started, and basically now we can move to the server and let's refresh this page. So you see few things. We are in the index page and it has a header and footer. Let's move to contact, and here you have contact and a footer. Now let's move to about, the about route. So here it has an about. So it neither has a header or footer. So for that we need to integrate a partial. So here you can see we have embedded like a footer. So let's uh, add a footer, and here we can add a header. Uh, so we can have a header, and now let's copy this, paste it here as well. And so here we have a header here. Now I'll put this above this, and I'll remove this contact. So it seems perfectly fine. So here we see we have a header and a footer. Now one thing to note here is that we don't like this is not like this is a very basic HTML, and if we want to integrate some styling we can achieve that. So but before that I'll cover few basics. One is like now I'll close few files because they might create some confusion. Yes, so let's create a route. Okay, now we move to contact page. Okay, and let's move to contact page. So here we are on contact page. Okay, so now we move to root slash contact. So we move to root hash contact and we are here. Okay, so we render a contact page. But what if I do this, instead of commenting this I would do redirect underscore to slash about. If I do this, let me restart my server. I clear Rails server. Yeah. So what if I type this command redirect to about? So let me refresh. Let me move to contact route and you can see that I was redirected. I'll show you again. This is the index. Okay. Now this is the contact one. Now when I click on contact, you see I am redirected. So you can use this to make a redirection, but like make sure like you use it for a good purpose, because then it might create a confusion. So this is about the redirect route. So basically you can redirect from one route to another using this. Next is I'll pass you parameters, uh, get get uh, get like user slash id. Okay, and I'll put name, and it will be 2/2 root slash hash hash user, root hash user. And let's create this method. So basically define a user, and let's make an end of this, and let's simply render JSON with params. Okay, so basically params is what we return, like I'll show you. So let's again restart my server. Yeah, yes, so let's move to this route. First let me check the server is running. Yes, so yes, server is running. Let's move to this user slash, let's give it an ID n, and name is Joe. Okay, now let's hit this, and you see we get a JSON response of params. So controller is root, action is user. So now it defines very clearly, controller is root, action is user, ID is 10, and name is Joe. What we can do here, we can return params of ID. First we'll return only this. Let's make a refresh. We get 10 here only. Now let's make params of name. We get Joe. So, or we could simply do render params. So this is how we access params. Basically I will show you that params of ID, you can access the ID, and params of name, you can access the name. So basically now it seems perfect. Now you can refresh, and here you can see that we have a controller root action with the response of params. A small activity we are going to do now to you can embed Bootstrap in your Rails app very simply. You can click here, get started. So basically when you click on get started, either you can move to this page, and then you have a CSS JS and like bundle. So to copy this, we want the Bootstrap to be available on every page of our app. So what we can do, there is a main layout. We can close this. In views, there is a main page, application.html.erb. Inside here, we can copy this link, CSS link, copy, and we can put this just above the header. Okay, so we see this has been embedded, and then we can embed the JS as well. So let's embed the JS. Yes, so this is a bundle. Like you can the bundle means like both of them are like, if you want separate you can do this, like if you want it in a bundled way, so you can use this. So for the bundle one, just put this below your closing body tag. So the CSS has to be put like below your head tag which is closed, and the bundle has to be put like JS bundle has to be put just before the closing body tag. And now let's refresh the page, and let's move to the, just see the difference in the uh, uh, fonts. So you might be seeing something different, so it looks pretty nice. So you can like make a close call that Bootstrap has been installed. Then you can press Ctrl U, so it will bring to the source code, and in the source code you can see the Bootstrap has been installed. So basically this is the template. Now what we can do, we can move to here, and we can move to some components, and let's move to the component navbar. The simplest one is this. Okay, so if we move to our header partial, and let's remove this, and let's copy the Bootstrap navbar, and let's refresh now. See how it's easy to integrate with our app. So like we had already made a partial, we changed that partial, and all the changes which have been wherever this partial has been included, all the changes are there. So everywhere there, like it's been included. So for this you can like do this. uh, for footer, we can, just for an example, I'm using this pagination, and let's move to here, and let's remove this, and let's add this, and let's refresh the page. So here you can see how simple it's easy to add. Okay, so it's just like, this was like uh, just to show you how things works. Now this was like a pretty good exercise and decent one. You can like, if you want to like edit some CSS here, you can click on inspect element. This would open the Chrome developer tools, and basically uh, you can, if you want to like align this to center, so basically this, and you can element margin 0 auto. You can try a few out things here, and this would surely help you out. Okay, so so this was it. Like this is how you can like take care of things, and you can try some different CSS here, like margin zero auto, like anything you want to just keep on trying things here. So basically this will really help you. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this tutorial. So I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Thank you everyone.